Hello everyone, George Shively back with you again from South Shore Marine Electronics. On board a 55, I think, Buddy Davis. A lot of work that we did on this boat was just kind of cleaning up a lot of old bad work, if you will, and removing some older equipment. As you can see there, there's the Furuno 1932 radar, a new Garmin 5212 GPS chart plotter. And in the overhead here, basically all the same equipment, AP22 Robertson Pilot, an older Standard Horizon Spectrum Plus, and over in the corner is a Furuno FCV 582 sounder. In the middle, nothing. We removed a whole bunch of equipment from up in this area. Two older North Star units, an older VHF unit, and down in the lower box here, there used to be an Ocean PC where the Garmin is now. We removed that. All of that equipment was non-functional. The other thing too with a lot of this equipment is it was working sometimes and not working others. There were issues with the electrical system, the DC electrical system on the boat. When we removed a lot of the equipment, we went ahead and made addendums to the breaker panel where you can see it says FCV 582, Garmin, spare, etc. We want to make sure that the nomenclature on there was correct. And come around to the front of the helm here. We'll open up the underneath, and one of the big areas that we were having issues with was right inside here. If you'll see there where the bus bars are located, right down there. Those are pretty green. This boat did originally come from saltwater, so those are pretty green. So we've cleaned those up, cleaned up the wiring associated therewith, and it's a whole lot better at this point. Right there is the NEMA 2000 backbone with all the inputs, outputs labeled. A new NEMA 183 bus right there with all of the takeoffs for the radar, autopilot VHF labeled, and the input to that labeled as Garmin, so we know what's going on there. And generally underneath here we just did, kind of dark, so you got to bear with me, but just did a lot of cleanup. For instance, the radar cable that you see there coiled up, that used to be just thrown in the overhead up here, and it was a real mess. So we went ahead and cleaned that up. And kind of wrapping up here and getting ready to move off the boat, and just wanted to again take a quick look here at what we've done, and everything is working. The other thing too is we went ahead and made new fascias. The new fascias that the equipment is mounted in, both in the overhead box as well as down here where the radar and chart plotter are located, those are all new fascias because obviously we removed equipment and had holes, so we had to cut new fascias. So that's about it from the Buddy Davis. As always, we appreciate your consideration when thinking about electronics work. South Shore Marine Electronics at oh.rr.com is our email, and our telephone is 216-407-6553. Thank you very much.